So we just got off the Disney Magic for the preview cruise for Disney's newest cruise destination, Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. So this video is to tell you what I thought about it and let you know if I think you should go on Lookout Cay. Now, I know everybody has their preferences on cruise lines and destinations and things like that, and I'm not here to compare different cruise lines, destinations, or even different cruise lines. I'm not even going to compare Lookout Cay to Castaway Cay because they're two totally different places. Now, Castaway Cay has been Disney's private island for a very long time, and it's been their only private island and only destination belonging to Disney Cruise Line. Well, fast forward 25 years later, and now they have a second destination called Lookout Cay. That destination only opened a few days ago. So we were lucky enough to be on the preview cruise for Lookout Cay, being able to go explore the island for the very first time. And let me tell you, the crew on that ship was ecstatic for being the first people ever on that island, and they made us feel very, very special. So let that sink into kind of some fog glasses on me that I was like, okay, it's the very first time anybody's ever been on this island. How cool is that? So with that being said, let me tell you what the private island has and what it doesn't have. So Lookout Cay does have a gorgeous beach. That is probably the highlight of Lookout Cay, is their amazing, gorgeous, very, very long beach. They also have a freshwater play area for kids called Rush Out, Gush Out, and my kids would love that area because they aren't really ocean people. They are more of freshwater play people. They also had another play area over there that had, it's pretty much their daycare area that has another freshwater play area. It was like a splash pad over there. It looked awesome. And then they had another play area for kids, which was not water related, but they had a little show there. It's called the Play Pavilion. And they had some hula hoops, and they had some tic-tac-toe and the other Connect Four, all sorts of different games that they could play that has nothing to do with water. They have a few different bars to choose from, which one of them in particular, the Watering Hole, had the special drink on the island that all these different islands have. They had the special drink on the island, and they had a place called the Sensational Smoothie, and that was really, really good. And all the drinks come in metal cups instead of throwaway trash cups. So now what is the downfall to Lookout Cay? So the downfall is it is a very long hike on the pier from the ship to the island itself, which is about a half mile and takes about 10 minutes to walk, depending on how fast you're going, and it's very hot. Now, the reason they had to make this pier so long is because of the fact that this island is surrounded by reefs, and pretty much Disney was looking at urethra, and they kind of made a deal saying you pretty much can't hurt anything that's, anything in the ocean. So Disney made this very long pier so they didn't have to drill very much, and it's very narrow, again, so they didn't have to build these huge pillars that have to go into the ocean. They made this very long pier to go to the ship to kind of save the reefs that were so close to the island. Now, after you get off that pier, you get onto a tram, which takes another about 10 to 15 minutes to go from the tram to the actual part of the island that you can actually do stuff on. So that getting from the ship to the actual island where you can do stuff on is pretty long. Now, they do have private family cabanas over on the very first part before the tram. So once you get off of the ship going to the pier, you get off the pier, there's some family cabanas right there that you can rent. The downfall to those is they're literally away from everything else. So if you wanted to rent that, but you still wanted to do the Junkanoo show or the Play Pavilion or anything like that, you had to get on the tram and go all the way over to the other side of the island. The other downfall to the island that I experienced were there is so many flies. There is a lot of flies that surround your food and things like that. Hopefully they're able to take care of it. We just had this like little thing that was you could put over your food to kind of fan the flies from getting into your food. We didn't have a hard time keeping the flies away, but I did see a lot of people that were like pretty much covering their food with their napkin to kind of eat it underneath there. So look out for the flies that pretty much are swarming the food area right now. Now again, I'm not going to compare this island to anything else because I already posted a video on the island, and a lot of comments were, this is nothing compared to this island or that island or blah, blah, blah. It's not supposed to be that kind of island. This destination is for conservation, pretty much showing you the land and its beauty. So it doesn't want to put this big, huge water park on the island and things like that. All the excursions are pretty much historical. You can go into caves and things like that. We plan on going back to the island and doing those kind of things because those are pretty interesting to me. So we plan on going back. We just didn't want to do it the first time we went to the island because we wanted to see all the stuff that the island had and we had to offer with just going to the island itself. Now, I will say that the only thing comparing this island to Castaway Cay is I feel like there is a lot less interactive things you can do right there, like snorkeling. Over at Castaway Cay, they had the things in the ocean where you could see like Dumbo's our thing and statues and things like that in the ocean. Over at Lookout Cay, they didn't have any of those things, and I think it's because they, again, want to protect that area because of urethra. You know, if you're going to build this area in this destination, this is the things that you can't do, and these are the things you can do. So I think they were kind of limited to the things that they could do, but they still wanted to showcase the beauty of the island. And there is some reefs and things like that out there that you can see while you're snorkeling, but it's nothing compared to Castaway Cay. So if you plan on snorkeling, just giving you a heads up, you're not going to see very much out there. So look out for that. Another thing is when we went, there was not very many like rental things. So they're probably up now, like bikes, watercraft, and things like that. They weren't up for the preview because they were just getting everything out. This literally was the first time all these crew members were getting on the island, and they were excited just as much as we were to get on the island. But they didn't have all that stuff available because it was pretty much coming on our ship to go before the actual inaugural cruise was coming to Lookout Cay. But they probably have more stuff now, so I would go back and look at the other videos of the people that are on the island after us to see all the other things that were happening, like, again, the bike rentals and the nature trail and all the things that weren't open for us that are probably open now. So would I suggest going to Lookout Cay? Absolutely. I can't wait to go back. Again, I still love all the other islands. I still love Castaway Cay. I still love Perfect Day at Coco Cay, those islands, but they're all different. They all have different feels to the island, and that's what I love. I love the different. If every island was the same, I would not want to go to all these different islands. The reason that I love going to every single one of them is because they're all different. They have their own place. Perfect Day at Coco Cay has their big, huge water park. They have the huge pool that's out there, a lot more music and fun and things like that. Castaway Cay is more of a beach day, but you still have like the things that you can go out and have fun, like the slides and things like that. And then I think Lookout Cay is more of a relaxing beach day, and then you can go out and do historical things on the island of Urethra. And because they have a lot of things out there that you can do, it's just a fun, different destination. I will definitely be going back on one of their cruises, either the Fantasy or the Magic. Those two are the ones that are going out right now. Who knows which ones are going to go out in the future, but those are the two that's going out right now for different cruises. But yeah, make sure if you haven't seen the video of us going to the preview, make sure you watch that. I'll put that in a card right here, and you can go watch that. And then look the other Disney Magic videos that we did on the ship, and that ship was really fun. Like this was the oldest ship that they have, the first cruise ship Disney Cruise Line ever had. And let me tell you, it is not show that it was built 25 years ago, because it's so much fun. Like, I love the Disney Wish. That's my favorite cruise ship that they have, but it was just something about the Disney Magic that just drew me in, and I can't wait to go back. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it to all your friends that like Disney Cruise Line. I will see you guys later. Remember to love yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.